For the opening part of the 2017 Tour de France, Lasty, Si, Matt and myself have been off around the various teams in search of their super lightweight products.
In Trek's corner, weighing in under 650 grams, is the brand new Emonda team issue frameset. When the Emonda was first launched back in July of 2014, it was already the lightest production bike available, and Trek have gone and made it even lighter. It's so light, in fact, that the mechanics are having to look for ways to weigh this bike down. So on Jaime Zubeldia's bike, they've used aluminium handlebars, and they're actually keeping the bikes below the UCI weight limit, pending the arrival of the Velon units, which go on the saddle, because they add 200 grams or so. And once they've got those, they'll then look to add lead weights to weigh the bike down. So a carbon fibre bike with lead weights. It is that light.
Yet another new bike here at the Tour de France is this one from French manufacturer's Look, being used in the mountains by the Fortuner Oscara team. This is their brand new lightweight climbing bike, and it fills the void in their lineup between the 795 aero bike and the 765, which is their enduro bike. Now they use what is called optimized inertia section, which is their research that they did whilst they were developing this bike, and it means that for the right combination of stiffness and lightweight, but also comfort at the rear end, they have used a combination of both round tubing and also square tubing, and the results are a frame which comes in at just 730 grams, which is very respectable indeed. And believe it or not, some sections of this frame are just 0.6 millimeters in thickness. It's really quite incredible. They've used nano layering, so layers of carbon which are just 1/100th of a millimeter thick, so a lot of technology and design has gone into this bike.
If you're talking lightweight, I think I've found pretty much the ultimate in searching for weight loss on a bike here at the Dimension Data team. This is Serge Pauwels' new Cervelo R5, so it's a new frame too, and the frame is super light. It's designed to be even lighter than the frame was before. But if we look at the chainring, that is a rotor carbon chainring, so it's a rotor keyring, but it's carbon fibre, which is very cool. I don't know exactly the weight saving there. I've not even actually seen one before, but still, it stands out and it's definitely aimed to save weight. And if you look very carefully at the cassette, that is Rotor's one-piece machined aluminium cassette, which saves a whole bunch of weight over a standard cassette. Also announced just before the Tour de France was the brand new Argon 18 Gallium Pro. The Gallium Pro will be used by key riders at Astana, such as Jakob Fuglsang and Fabio Aru, who got this rather nice custom painted edition. Painted, the frame weighs around 794 grams, although it's fair to assume that Aru's bike might be a little heavier than that, just due to the intricacy of the paintwork on that frame. The bike's clearly very successful, as Aru has already piloted it to one-stage victory on an uphill finish at the 2017 Tour.
I'm here with Chris Froome's Pinarello F10, and I've spotted, straight off the bat, 3 little cool bits of custom tech. Let's have a closer look. Straight away, the first thing that I've seen is satellite shifters, okay, but not just normal satellite shifters. Because every gram counts in the high mountains, they're actually taken off the casing and the housing, so all you've got is the shifters themselves. Pretty minimalistic. Just underneath we've got a K-edge mount, of course, for his Garmin computer, but not just a normal K-edge mount, it's a yellow one, because of course he's the leader of the Tour de France. And finally, the third little pimp bit of custom kit for Chris Froome, we have a number holder at the back, but not an alloy one, it's a carbon one. Every gram counts.
We couldn't do an episode here at GCN about lightweight components at the Tour de France without including these, which regular GCN viewers will recognise as Adam Hansen's custom shoes. It really is quite incredible when you lift these up. There's absolutely nothing to them. But I have, despite seeing these before, learnt a couple of things from Adam about his shoes here at the Tour de France this year. These are the 2017 climbing version, so he does actually have different shoes for climbing stages versus sprinting stages. So these are super lightweight. They come in at 160 grams for a pair, which, when you consider that the lightest production road shoes are almost double that amount, really is something to behold. But his climbing shoes have the cleats further back on the sole than his sprinting day shoes do. And also, as you notice, there are no bolts holding those cleats on. What he does is bolts the cleats to the shoes, gets them in exactly the right position, at which point he glues them around the edge, takes the bolts out, and then threads it with this Kevlar. He's also told me that they are quite fragile, so if he puts them in the suitcase and they get hit from the wrong direction, they will break. It's a little bit like modern lightweight carbon frames. They are strong in the direction that they need to be, but if they get a knock from the wrong direction, they will break. Last year, if you did watch that suitcase tour, you will have also seen that he has his own customised race radio, which is really the bare bones of the electronics to cut down on weight too. He's just told me, because I wanted to look at it, he left it at home on the kitchen table before he came to the tour this year, so he's only got a normal race radio. Right, well that brings this video to a close. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give us the thumbs up down below this video. If you would like to subscribe to GCN, you will see a globe on the screen right now. All you've got to do is to click on that. Now, if you'd like some more Tour de France content, we've got some coming up for you. Down here is last year's video where we went through Adam Hansen's suitcase, one of the most interesting suitcases you're ever likely to see, not just in the world of cycling, but anywhere. And down here, we investigate how much difference motos make when you're drafting behind them.